Marilyn Monroe confessed to having relations with Joan Crawford, or that Greta Garbo's most notorious relationship was with Marlene Dietrich.
Hollywood is famous for its glitz and glamour, but some of its biggest performers have kept their true identities hidden from the public. Many actors today openly come out as gay, but this wasn't always the case. A number of popular gay celebrities live their whole lives in the closet. Who are they, and is your favorite star among them? Before we begin, make sure you subscribe to our channel and like this video for more fascinating Hollywood stories. Press the notification button to ensure you never miss any of our upcoming videos. Number 50. Rock Hudson. Rock Hudson, Hollywood's biggest heartthrob in the 1950s, frequently fell in love with on-screen beauties like Jane Wyman and Doris Day. But in a time when homosexuality was less accepted, he was a closeted gay guy behind the camera. Hudson's career suddenly shifted when Confidential magazine threatened to expose his secret that he was gay. He married Phyllis Gates to put an end to the rumors, but their marriage was short. Even though a lot of people in Hollywood knew the truth, Rock Hudson never came out as gay in public. On October 2nd, 1985, he died from AIDS-related problems. Number 49. Cary Grant. Who would think a man is gay if he had 5 marriages, not just once or twice? Unbelievable, right? He shared a home for more than 10 years with actor Randolph Scott. It was also said that he employed men as prostitutes. He and Diane Cannon had a daughter named Jennifer Grant. Cary Grant's sexuality was the subject of ongoing discussions, but his daughter fiercely denied them in her autobiography. She thinks that many misinterpreted her father because of his elegant masculinity. In 1986, he died from a stroke at the age of 82. Did Diane Cannon hold the same opinion? Let's listen to her own words straight.
Women in your life.
You're nobody's pushover, are you?
I hope not.
One of the scenes they were shooting when we were with them in Malaga was this scene where your character, where you, are confronting Cary Grant with the rumors of him being gay. You write about it in your book.
I think early on in Palm Springs, I said to him, you know, I hear these rumors, are they true? And I never saw any indication of it. And as far as I know, Cary was faithful to me when we were married. That wasn't the problem. Fear was.
What do you mean by that?
Fear that he would be abandoned. Fear that he would not be loved.
Number 48. Freddie Mercury. I am a romantic, but I do put up a barrier around myself. So it is hard for people to get in and to know the real me.
Why haven't you done any interviews in the past few years?
Because I hate them.
Why?
I just hate them. I hate talking to people I don't really know.
Freddie Mercury never openly commented about his sexuality, although his friends and family understood that he was gay. As a young man, Mercury dated women, and he entered into a committed relationship with Mary Austin in the 1970s. The two lived together for several years and even got engaged before Mercury told Austin he was bisexual. Some commentators describe Mercury as openly gay, while others claimed he hid his sexual orientation from the public. Gay Times writer John Marshall expressed the following opinion. Mercury was a scene queen, not hesitant to openly declare his sexual orientation, but unwilling to analyze or defend his lifestyle. He freely dated both men and women. On October 24, 1991, at the age of 45, Mercury passed away at his Kensington home. The cause of death was bronchial pneumonia, stemming from AIDS. Number 47. Robert Reed. Robert Reed kept his sexual orientation a secret from the public, even though those closest to him were aware of it. Barry Williams, his Brady Bunch co-star, stated of Williams' sexual orientation, "I don't believe he discussed it with anyone." In a time when society was not accepting of homosexuality, Reed was a closeted gay man. Hiding his true self was a heavy burden on him. It's difficult not to imagine how his lifestyle could have turned out differently if he had been allowed to live honestly and freely as himself. Even though he died from colon cancer, He tested HIV positive at the time of his death. He died on May 12, 1992, at the age of 59. Number 46, Anthony Perkins. Hollywood actor Anthony Perkins is well known for his performance in Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. From an early age, Perkins was aware of his homosexuality and disappointed with it. He had many relationships with men both before and throughout his marriage, but he kept this tightly concealed. Whether he was playing the frightened and sympathetic psychopath or the shy and brooding romantic lead, his insecurities about himself were often visible. Perkins decided to have conversion therapy, a pseudo-scientific technique for changing one's sexual orientation, in the 1970s. In 1973, he married Barry Berenson. He passed away in September 1992 after having an HIV diagnosis. Number 45, Liberace. Liberace had a spectacular stage presence, but he never came out as gay. He even sued a journal for defamation after it was revealed that he was gay. His family was a working-class, Orthodox Polish-Italian family in the Midwest. During that period, homosexuality carried a maximum 10-year prison sentence in several U.S. states.
About 25 years ago, you lodged a libel action in England against a gossip columnist who insinuated that you were not the marrying type.
We're living in such a permissive world that I don't think anybody really much cares whatever anybody does behind closed doors. It's not shocking anymore.
Actress and close friend of Liberace, Betty White, stated in an interview that Liberace was gay. She also said that, in an effort to prevent others from speculating about his sexual orientation, his managers often asked her to pose as his girlfriend. Liberace died in 1987 at the age of 67 due to complications from AIDS. Liberace insisted that he was not gay up until his passing. Number 44, Montgomery Clift. Elizabeth Taylor publicly acknowledged that Clift was gay for the first time.
I've spent a lot of time with gay men, Montgomery Clift, Jimmy Dean, Rock Hudson, were my colleagues, co-workers, confidants, my closest friends, but I never thought of them of who they slept with. They were just the people I loved.
A number of Clift's biographers mentioned his connections with men and a few women, based on statements from friends and interviews. Like those other 1950s idols, Tab Hunter and Rock Hudson, Clift kept his sexual orientation well hidden from the rest of the world. Clift died in 1966 at the age of 45 from an increasing addiction to prescription medicines and alcohol. In late 1950, Clift disclosed to his doctor that he was gay and found it difficult to deal with his sexual orientation. Clift's mother revealed that she had known from an early age that her son was gay in a recorded phone call with his brother following his death. Number 43, William Haynes. The first openly gay celebrity in Hollywood, William Haynes, chose love over career. Haynes never came out as gay, but he also never truly concealed his sexual orientation. In the 1930s, the studios terminated Haynes' acting career because he refused to deny his homosexuality. His relationship with Jimmy Shields lasted almost 50 years. In 1935, he launched a prosperous interior design company with his life partner, Jimmy Shields. Friends in the Hollywood industry were big fans of his work. In 1973, Haynes died of lung cancer, and shortly after, Shields took his own life, leaving a statement indicating he couldn't live without the man he loved. Number 42, Roddy McDowall. Roddy McDowall led a relatively open life as a gay man. Early in the 1950s, McDowall dated American actor Montgomery Clift for many years. McDowall never got married and didn't have any kids. Is it fair to assume that someone is gay just because they haven't married or had kids? Definitely not. At the age of 70, McDowall passed away from lung cancer on October 3, 1998, at his California residence. Number 41, Paul Lynde. What was Paul Lynde's true nature like? Was he gay? Lynn's friend Kathy Rudolph wrote Paul Lynn, a biography, his life, his loves, and his laughter in 2013. In a 2018 interview, she said that being gay and having to hide it frustrated him. On January 11, 1982, Lynn died at the age of 55. Lynn passed away while he slept. There was misunderstanding among his admirers regarding Paul Lynn's true identity. They believed that his character, who avoids women and is campy, was just that, a character. Lynn always had an answer ready when the media questioned him about a girlfriend or wife. He explained that he had stayed single because a high school sweetheart had once crushed his heart. Number 40, Joel Crothers. Although Joel Crothers was secretly gay, he was openly gay with his co-stars and other members of the entertainment industry. He even made an effort to hide his sexual orientation by becoming engaged to his friend, actor Valeka Gray. Leading man in TV soap operas, Joel Crothers passed away at the age of 44. On November 6, 1985 in Los Angeles, he died of lymphoma linked to AIDS. Number 39, Laurence Olivier. Some biographers of Laurence Olivier have claimed that the actor was gay. Throughout his life, he was married to 3 different women and avoided discussing his sexual orientation in public. Laurence Olivier's wife, Joan Plowright, refuted in her biography the claims made by biographer Donald Spoto that Olivier and Danny Kaye were lovers. In the meantime, there are suggestions that Terry Coleman's official biography of a potential romance between Olivier and Henry Ainley, an older actor. Tarquin, Olivier's son, strongly refuted these reports, calling them unforgivable garbage, and made an effort to keep them silent. Number 38, Raymond Burr. Raymond Burr maintained a concealed homosexual lifestyle in Hollywood during an era when such revelations could have destroyed his professional career. Do you know how he managed to keep his secret? Not only did he conceal it, but he created a heartbreaking story and played the part in real life. Considering that he was an actor, it should come as no surprise. He stated that he had been married twice, the first wife killed in an aircraft accident, and the second from cancer. He even mentioned that his son Michael passed away from leukemia at the age of 10. However, it was all untrue. Neither the son nor the wife ever existed. However, these lies were recited repeatedly, even in Burr's New York Times obituary. Number 37, Randolph Scott. Cary Grant and Randolph Scott, a lesbian couple in Hollywood? Grant and Scott were neither homosexual or heterosexual, but rather in the middle. Both men and women had spent the night at their beach house. For almost a decade, Cary Grant and Randolph Scott shared a beach house in Santa Monica and lived together intimately. But during the repressive 1930s, were the two openly living together as a gay couple? During that time, Hollywood was governed by the notorious studio system, which was known for its strict control over the personal and public lives of its stars. Number 36, Dirk Bogarde. During the period when Dirk was a gay man, homosexuality was banned in his native United Kingdom and was not tolerated in Hollywood. Bogarde consistently denied being gay in public, but in later years he acknowledged that he and his manager Anthony Tote Forwood were, as he would remain until Forwood's death in 1988. One of the most popular leading males in Britain in the 1950s, Dirk Bogarde earned the moniker Idol of the Odeons for his numerous maritime pulp roles. Number 35, Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe was the epitome of traditional Hollywood elegance and may have been lesbian. She was the timeless sex icon and blonde bombshell, the ultimate sex icon. It has come to light that Marilyn Monroe, the most desirable woman on earth and the world's most popular sex symbol, was not the man-eaten siren that her image represented. Few people are aware that she was lesbian by inclination, despite her 3 marriages and divorces. She admitted having sex with Elizabeth Taylor, Barbara Stanwyck, and Joan Crawford. Number 34, Spencer Tracy. During Hollywood's golden age, Spencer Tracy was one of the biggest actors, married with 2 children, and because he was Catholic, he never divorced his wife. However, rumors state that Tracy had covert relationships with men, namely actor John Derek and the young male companions of director George Cukor. Renowned Hollywood insider Scotty Bowers wrote in his memoir that Tracy frequently turned to same-sex relationships for solace, including with Bowers. Though his private life held even deeper secrets, one of Hollywood's epic love stories centers upon the well-known affair he had with Katharine Hepburn. Number 33, Katharine Hepburn. We've discussed Spencer Tracy, but what about the rumors involving Katharine Hepburn? Both on and off screen, she and Spencer Tracy were a great film duo. Their 26-year romance, a secret in Hollywood, ended only when Tracy passed away. Did you know that Hepburn was also a fashion rebel? She wore trousers at a time when women could be arrested for dressing like men. What goes on behind the scenes? Hepburn's assistants, Philip Wilborn, Nancy Hamilton, and Francis Rich, were among the reported lovers of the actress. Scotty Bowers claimed that he introduced Audrey Hepburn to more than 150 women in her lifetime. Number 32, Marlon Brando. Marlon Brando captivated audiences with his romantic on-screen relationships with leading females, but he was equally passionate with his male co-stars and close friends off-screen. Did Marlon Brando and Richard Pryor truly have a sexual relationship? But the mystery lingers, with Pryor and Brando's family members delivering contradictory statements. He met filmmaker Roger Vadim and actor Christian Marquand, and what started off as a friendly get-together at the famous La Coupole Cafe soon developed into an unusual and intense friendship that lasted for decades. I've truly loved only 3 men in my life: Wally Cox, Christian Marquand, and Daniel Gellin. Said Brando later in life, everybody else was only a passing fancy. Number 31, Barbara Stanwyck. The gay community came to love Barbara Stanwyck for her daring, tomboyish fashion sense. There are also rumors of a romance with singer Tallulah Bankhead and a protracted relationship with her publicist, Helen Ferguson. Barbara was twice married, and both marriages were generally accepted as lavender marriages. This term refers to unions between homosexual men and lesbians who wanted to avoid having their sexual orientations investigated by the media. In the words of biographer Axel Mattson, people would swear she was Hollywood's biggest closet lesbian. Number 30, Ramon Navarro. Navarro's mixed emotions about his homosexuality and Roman Catholic faith haunted him throughout his life. Roman Navarro, a Mexican actor best known for his silent films and early Latin heartthrob status, met a tragic end. Navarro, who was formerly well known for dating Herbert Howard, became more interested in the company of drug users and prostitutes as he grew older. After inviting 2 brothers to his house in 1968, Navarro attempted to have an intimate relationship with one of them, and Paul Ferguson killed him brutally. Later, Ferguson blamed his actions, rather than Navarro's sexual orientation, on his own personal homophobia and self-image. Number 29, James Dean. Rumor has it that James Dean, well renowned for his rebellious roles and self-defiance, was bisexual. His interactions with males such as Sal Mineo and Roger Brackett were more hidden than his relationships with women, like Pierre Angeli. According to his friend John Gilmore, the two engaged in several gay sex experiments. Elizabeth Taylor revealed Dean's sexual orientation during a GLAAD Media Awards address. According to reports, he stated, "No, I'm not gay. However, I refuse to live my life with one hand tied behind my back." Number 28, Tab Hunter. Do you really think the boy next door can't be wild? Think again. The classic all-American hottie, Tab Hunter, had more than just a gorgeous face. Hollywood studios meticulously created Hunter to be every girl's ideal. He even went on public dates with celebrities like Debbie Reynolds and Natalie Wood as part of a well-crafted public persona. However, Hunter had covert relationships with men such as figure skater Ronnie Robertson and actor Anthony Perkins. His memoir, Tab Hunter Confidential, was the first in which he revealed more about his real self and the struggles faced by queer individuals. Number 27. Clark Gable. There are reports that he had relationships with both men and women. The most popular rumor is that an older, affluent man helped Gable get recognition in the profession while he was a young, struggling actor in a relationship with him. Gable's public persona was deliberately designed to highlight his attractiveness and masculine power, in spite of these rumors. His high-profile marriages and illicit affairs with stunning women like Joan Crawford and Carole Lombard solidified his image as a ladies' man. But those closest to him suggested a far more complicated sexual orientation. If you had to speculate, which men did Clark Gable have relationships with throughout his life? Number 26. Charles Laughton. The name Charles Laughton is often associated with cinematic brilliance. In her memoir, his wife wrote that her late husband's homosexuality was the reason why they did not have any children. Even more charges surfaced from none other than Scotty Bowers. He claimed that Laughton was actually in love with Tyrone Power, his co-star and witness for the prosecution, and that he had only ever had sex with men. Do you believe that these rumors are true in any way? Please leave a comment below. Number 25. Laurence Olivier. Throughout his life, Laurence Olivier entered into 3 marriages, one of which was with the renowned film actress Vivien Leigh. However, it seems that this did not prevent him from satisfying his sexual desires. He allegedly had sex with his close friend and fellow actor Dennis Blakelock the night before his marriage with actress Jill Esmond. He was involved in a long-term, rather famous relationship with the comic actor Danny Kaye, with whom he is reported to have shared public French kisses. Rumors also circulated that Olivier was dating Marlon Brando. Number 24. Richard Pryor. Pryor created a name for himself with his daring roles and humorous stand-up routines, never afraid of dealing with racial or political subjects in his work. But one part of his life he never disclosed was that he was bisexual. In his autobiography, Prior Convictions and Other Life Sentences, published after his death, Pryor revealed his relationship with men. Quincy Jones made a well-publicized revelation in which he claimed that Pryor was romantically involved with Marlon Brando. Jennifer Lee, Pryor's widow, confirmed these stories. Number 23. Tallulah Bankhead. Tallulah Bankhead, known for her razor-sharp humor, famously remarked, "My father warned me about men and booze, but he never mentioned a word about women and cocaine." Renowned for her spectacular performances, her larger-than-life personality, and her raspy voice, Bankhead was a formidable force in Hollywood. She also had connections with women, which she seldom concealed. During a period when being openly bisexual was uncommon, she had relationships with some of the most beautiful and successful women in Hollywood, such as Greta Garbo and Marlene Dietrich. For her, these connections were much more than just casual sex. They were powerful, emotional, and profoundly meaningful. Number 22. Patsy Kelly. The Queen of Wisecracks, who was known for her cleverness and her love for ladies, was no stranger to secrets.
Oh, Mr. Lucas, this is my girlfriend, Miss Kelly, that I was telling you about.
Well, sit down, girls.
Thank you.
Once, Patsy Kelly informed a biographer that she was a big dyke, but she wouldn't let him print that until her career was over. Finally, it was released in 1994. Before that, she made it clear that she had no intention of getting married and was currently living in an apartment she shared with actress Wilma Cox. Number 21. Marlene Dietrich. Dietrich enjoyed dressing like a male, attending homosexual events, and even kissing ladies on TV. Dietrich, an outspoken bisexual, had relationships with Claudette Colbert and Mercedes D'Acosta, in addition to other men and women. Her male lovers were referred to as her alumni association, while her female lovers were called her sewing circle. Her focus turned to politics after World War II when she collected support, established a fund for aid refugees, and even gave performances to soldiers to raise their morale while they were fighting. Number 20, Elizabeth Scott. This Hollywood star's career was abruptly ended due to speculation about her sexual orientation. With her seductive voice and distinctive blonde hair, Elizabeth Scott's career took off, and she starred as the lead in 19 of her 22 films. But tragically hit when Confidential magazine exposed Elizabeth Scott, claiming she spent time with female prostitutes. After Scott filed a lawsuit against the publication, the editor of Confidential and more than 200 Hollywood stars were involved in a dramatic trial. Following this, Scott essentially vanished from sight, making her last appearance in the British comedy Pulp. Number 19, Greta Garbo. Throughout her life, Greta Garbo received several proposals, one from silent film star John Gilbert, but she never tied the knot. Why? Garbo, who became well known for her tagline, "I want to be alone," took great care to maintain extreme privacy in her personal life. It seemed that she had a close and personal relationship with the author Mercedes de Acosta. Garbo herself previously said that she didn't think she would look for a husband and that she would live her entire life alone. Number 18, Walter Pidgeon. Scotty Browers revealed the sexual escapades of another respected star, Walter Pidgeon. According to the legend, Pidgeon stopped at the gas station where Bowers was an attendant. After asking him to get into his car, Pidgeon took him home and gave the 23-year-old Bowers $20 for some sex. Following this, Pidgeon provided Bowers with clients in exchange for sexual favors, either from Bowers or other men and women he knew. As a result, Bowers' side business gained momentum. Number 17, Tyrone Power. After starring in The Mask of Zorro, Tyrone Power cemented his reputation as a Hollywood sex icon. His thigh-high boots and tight pants made women swoon all over the world. However, those women may have been let down by reports that Power was bisexual. He was rumored to have been connected with Judy Garland, Lana Turner, Cesar Romero, Errol Flynn, and other 20th Century Fox personnel. Power was allegedly able to procure guys for his sex enjoyment, but Bob Monkhouse, the comic, kept everything under complete secrecy. Number 16, Cesar Romero. The actor who played the Joker, Cesar Romero, was Cuban-American, and up until his death he kept his sexuality a secret. Tyrone Power, a fellow Fox actor and longtime friend, was said to be his partner. He was referred to as a confirmed bachelor in gossip columns, and he was also in great demand off-screen. He would frequently take an actress to a public function, drop her off at a designated location with her partner, and then go looking for his male companion. Number 15, Tallulah Bankhead. Tallulah Bankhead claimed that she had slept with Barbara Stanwyck during the media's obsession with her sexual orientation. In addition to being a movie star and theatrical actor, Bankhead was a party addict who loved to push the boundaries as far as she could. She marched to the beat of her own drum and ignored the customs of her era, just like so many other people on this list. It is said that she had some intimate nights with Greta Garbo, Hope Williams, and Mercedes de Acosta. Number 14, Romano Navarro. The well-known Mexican actor had a reputation for keeping his private life private right up to his death. Romano Navarro, a Mexican actor and singer, was successful at MGM during the 1920s and 30s, despite his off-screen life as a gay man. He was deeply divided about his sexuality and his beliefs, just like a lot of queer people. As a Mexican man who later became a U.S. citizen, he was raised to be Roman Catholic and has remained so for his entire life. During his time, Catholic views on homosexuality were quite harsh. Number 13, Queen Latifah. Since she first stormed the pop culture landscape in 1989 as a militant mistress of the mic, with her iconic hip-hop song Ladies First, Latifah has cleverly evaded questions about her sexuality. At the Beck Awards Lyrical Voluptuary, Queen Latifah finally addressed her long-questioned sexual orientation and expressed her love for her partner, Ebony Nichols. She concluded her address with a spirited shouting out of Pride Month. Ebony, my love, rebel, my love, peace, happy pride. Number 12, Taylor Lautner. Is Taylor Lautner, Twilight star, gay? He claims he is not. According to usmagazine.com, Lautner was spotted having dinner in Los Angeles with Oscar-winning screenwriter Dustin Lance Black and renowned director Gus Van Sant. Both Black and Van Sant identify as gay. During his interview, he declined to discuss whether or not he was dating Taylor Swift. Then they asked Lautner about reports that he was gay. His response? No, definitely not. Number 11, Michelle Rodriguez. Rodriguez is brutally honest. She is not afraid to talk about her sexuality. Rodriguez's director on Avatar, James Cameron, says of her, she doesn't hold back. In an interview, the actress revealed that she is bisexual, saying, I've gone both ways. She told Gay Star News that she doesn't really consider other people's viewpoints unless they are from someone she highly respects. Her intention is to encourage others to find the courage to share their own identity by being open about it. Number 10, Lee Pace. The Guardians of the Galaxy actor Lee Pace disclosed that he is married to Matthew Foley, his longtime partner. The couple's marital status caused a stir among fans when Pace attended the 2021 Met Gala, sporting a gold wedding band on his index finger. The rumors only got worse when he was asked about the ring in an interview with The Cut a few months later. He playfully replied, "What? No, how did that get there?" Finally, the Foundation star acknowledged that he is actually married to Foley, and they met through a mutual friend. Kevin Spacey. Kevin Spacey talked about his 2017 statement in which he declared his sexual orientation in reaction to Anthony Rapp's charge of misconduct. Although that wasn't his aim, Spacey admits before a London court that he now understands why it offended the LGBTQ+ community. He entered a not guilty plea to 12 charges of sexual assault against 4 males and is presently on trial. Rapp was the first to accuse Spacey in 2017, stating that during a party, when Rapp was 14, the actor made moves towards him. Number 8, Colton Haynes. At the age of 14, Haynes came out as gay, and he claimed that because of his sexual orientation, he was bullied at school. Colton Haynes disclosed that his sexual orientation was a recurring negative impact on his work. In an attempt to impress an agency, he was also told to dress in a cowboy hat and shirt, but he was turned down because he was too gay. In his memoir, Haynes revealed that both straight and gay industry gatekeepers frequently told him that his sexual orientation hindered his career advancement. Number 7, David Archuleta. During an interview in 2022, Archuleta disclosed his sexual orientation and discussed his difficulties in balancing his spirituality and sexuality. He called his connection with the religion very complicated, and at one time he even thought about taking his own life. He revealed in 2023 that he was no longer a practicing member of the LDS Church and came out as gay in 2024. Number 6, Enrique Iglesias. What elements have fueled rumors about Enrique Iglesias' sexual preference? His strong relationships with male celebrities, themes of fluid sexuality in several of his music videos, and the media's tendency to sensationalize celebrity relationships all contribute to it. Iglesias has not officially responded to suggestions that he is gay. Iglesias has continuously maintained his concentration on music and family life with Anna Kournikova. Fans frequently speculate based on his intimate connections and music videos. Number 5, Kellen Lutz. Kellen Lutz. Girls think I'm gay because I don't hit on them. There will always be rumors, but I know who I am. He clarified that the majority of his previous girlfriends had approached him rather than him actively seeking out partnerships. In any case, the handsome man is extremely LGBT friendly and counts his homosexual male followers as some of his favorite people. Number 4, Missy Elliott. Missy Elliott, a well-known personality in pop culture, has been the subject of speculation over her sexual orientation. Because of her strong friendships with women and the topics in her lyrics, both fans and the media have frequently questioned if she is lesbian. Missy has maintained her privacy and denied having any romantic connections. Her emphasis on self-acceptance and strength, combined with her refusal to define her sexuality, resonates with LGBTQ+ audiences. Number 3. Louis Tomlinson. Louis Tomlinson has responded to the ongoing accusations of having a secret romance with Harry Styles. Both Tomlinson and Styles have outright denied any romance between them, despite several fan theories and videos stating the same. Tomlinson voiced his displeasure with the rumors, stating that they have negatively affected his personal life. He added that the rumors had damaged his friendship with Styles. Number 2. Joe Jonas. After Joe Jonas was spotted cuddling up to Devotion star Spencer Neville, rumors started to circulate. Is Joe Jonas's relationship with his ex-co-star Spencer Neville merely a brotherly one? Or is there more to it than that? Gay fans go into complete meltdown when they see pictures of Joe Jonas's kissing Spencer Neville. Upon accidentally finding himself in gay bars, Joe Jonas didn't hesitate to admit that he loved the men's stares, saying, "Have fun whenever you go, and make the best of it." Number 1. Scotty Bowers. As this video comes to an end, no Hollywood secret story would be complete without including Scotty Bowers, whose name is as illustrious as the celebrities he interacted with. Hollywood legend Scotty Bowers, dubbed the Male Madam by the stars, was a famous figure. He was an ex-Marine and gas station worker who became a sexual fixture for celebrities. Scotty was a key figure in Hollywood's secret gay community, acting as a dependable defender of his friends and associates during a time when they had no choice but to live in the shadows. Hollywood has a secret history of LGBT people. We cannot ignore it. Why do you think famous stars keep their sexuality a secret? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for future updates. Your support means the world to us.